Hello everybody, welcome back to Fresh Baked. I'm your host David Erickson and I'm here at Avengers Campus on a fine Thursday morning, and I'm here because Disney has finally made the decision to see Spider-Man doing his thing right here, meeting guests, being awesome as usual. I'm here at Avengers Campus not just to meet Spider-Man but to ride web slingers because they have today, for the first time, converted it to standby. It has left the virtual queue business, it's in the standby business now. Questions are, why and how's it going to go? Well, we're going to find out the answer to the second question, at least right now. We're here at, it's kind of a rope drop morning. We're going to check out the standby process for web slingers, which I'd imagine is going to be much like most. There's a little bit of confusion I've noticed with some guests. They're not sure if you're allowed to just walk in or not, but definitely right here, good morning, right here where these guests are walking in, you just walk in like any other standby queue. Follow the pack. As a matter of fact, you and I are going to do the same thing. Let's head into web slingers right now. Let's test out this standby. The word got out this morning, I guess, right? 45 minutes at 8:23 in the morning. I can't tell, but it's most likely the queue is going back there as well. There's backstage stuff where they have the extended queue. We were in that a few times. But I have to be honest, I was not expecting there to be this many people in standby this morning.
In the world, but I keep things around here pretty chill.
Hey, what's up? I'm Peter Parker, and here at Web we got access to some pretty awesome tech, like vibranium from Wakanda, or this crazy alien juice stuff. We have pin particles and star tech.
Around the corner on the right. Words are hard. Words are really hard. Especially at 8:45 in the morning when you have a high-stakes
Not even 45 minutes. That was a 30-minute wait. When we got in the line, we got in the queue at 8:23. We're out by 8:50. As a matter of fact, you might be able to see that standby entrance has already been adjusted down to 30 minutes. Now, I was surprised. I said that the line was as long as it was, 45 minutes at that point in the morning at 8:23. Not because, of any judgment in terms of the popularity of the attraction. I just did not expect that many people to understand or know that you could ride web slingers on standby. I think the assumption is when you walk by here, we've been trained to expect it not to be able to go, that it's virtual queue only. But on the way in, if you tried to get a virtual queue, maybe they did learn, I'm not sure. Before I arrived at the park today, I checked the app to see if I could get a virtual queue, and definitely there's no opportunity to get one. There's no boarding pass available. You try to get on there, it just gives you a big fat no. You can get Rise and Ball. It was Rise and Resistance was there, but you couldn't get one. They're sold out already, obviously. But the app does tell you that they have paused virtual queue. They may turn it back on intermittently, but for now it's standby. I mean, it looks like they're definitely ready for a lot of folks today. They've got a queue that extends all the way out to where the Spider-Man meet and greet is. So my guess is that 45 minutes that we saw initially was the morning rush. People, I heard reports that there was a bit of a lineup at rope drop out here, at the Carthay Fountain, and then there was another rope drop where Avengers Campus meets Hollywood. But it appears like things have slowed down a bit. It's 9 o'clock right now, and we're at 30 minutes. Just doing some quick observations. If it was 30 minutes for us, when I entered, it was about at the end of that brick wall there. That was 30 minutes from there. Shorter than that, so they won't even be waiting 20 minutes. Hi, good morning. If the queue gets out to here, you're looking at, that's probably actually 35, 40 minutes. And then if it extends back this way, I would say at this entry point, you're looking at, maybe 50 minutes. Here, this is the hour-plus range. I'm curious, I wish I could be here to see if at any point the queue does get out here. It certainly doesn't feel like it now, but you know, obviously it's 9 a.m. Too early to say. Now, what about the why? We contemplated this in a video a while back. I could see an argument to be made in both directions as far as whether or not you make a standby with relation to Genie Plus. Obviously, this decision is a Genie Plus decision. Whatever decision they make, they feel like this move will increase demand for Genie Plus. If they didn't do it, they would decrease demand. I have to believe that. So what they're thinking is that by making this standby, that it'll increase demand for Genie Plus. Why that is, I'm not sure, because in my opinion, unless that line gets out there in an hour and a half, 2 hour range, then they're not going to be selling a lot of Lightning Lane passes for this. But if it were virtual queue and you had that limited window and you could only get it from, you know, at 7 a.m. to 7:02 a.m. with the virtual queue, now you have this exclusivity thing. This was my thought anyway. That being that if you didn't get that 7 a.m., you had no chance to ride Web Slingers and you're out of luck for the rest of the day. That opens up the opportunity to sell more Genie Plus, in my opinion. But then again, also you have to account for the fact that if they are doing virtual queue, then they're actually selling all of the available spots, the ride slots during virtual. Selling. They're doing them via virtual. Boy, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. So how many Lightning Lanes could you actually sell if you were doing virtual queue? Notice, by the way, that they did the exact same thing at Walt Disney World. At Walt Disney World, they turned Rise of the Resistance into fast pass, or I mean to standby. They took out the virtual queue at Rise of the Resistance just before Genie Plus launched. So I guess their feeling is you can't do both. It would be difficult to do both. It would be difficult to put out a bunch of virtual queue spots and then what? Fill in the blanks with Lightning Lane? How many could you sell? You couldn't sell very many. Stand by on that with regard to Rise of the Resistance here at Disneyland. Because right now, it's still virtual queue, obviously.
Fresh bake!
Hey, good morning. Hi. Hey, how are you? But I feel like there's a very real chance that the same thing could happen for Rise of the Resistance. All right, guys, we've messed around long enough. Let's go in and ride Web Slingers for real this time. Actually, I did already. I'm gonna show you some ride-through footage. I tried to do it by myself, you guys. I was the only person in my vehicle, so I couldn't just film a blank screen with nothing happening, so I actually slung a few webs. First time I've ever done that, by the way. I've never actually slung a web on this ride. I've always just been filming. The results were terrible, but that's okay. Enjoy.
Please move all the way into the activating motion tracking, assigning individualized color profiles, web shippers calibrating. You there, Spider-Man?
I'm here. Where are you? Who the hell's here? Guys, I'm glad to see you guys.
Extend your arm.
I'll seal the exits.
Stop as many bots as you can.
I guess I have to shoot. Well, 9:15, things sure have changed. It picked up fast. Look at this, the queue is now gone. It didn't take long. It didn't take long. I wasn't sure, but here it is. 9:15, and we're out here at the exit. So that is probably, that's probably an hour at the exit right here is my guess. Because I'm guessing 45 minutes at that entry point up there. If that's 45, then this is to the exit is probably an hour. One other thing that I hadn't yet considered when it comes to the why do you make this standby? And I was just talking with somebody a minute ago, and it makes a lot of sense. One ride, that's all you get each day. If you come virtual queue, you get one ride. There's no repeat rides. It kind of limits and tempers the energy of the thing. And especially when it comes to locals and APs and that kind of thing, they want to be able to ride it multiple times. They can also sell more web tech when they do this. I have a feel, because I have not seen very many people outside of the opening weekend. I have not seen a lot of people wearing the web tech. The things you put in your arms that help to enhance your ability to get a higher score on web slingers. I feel like once you get those initial ride-throughs through, you want to do better, and then that's when you start graduating to the web tech. And it's possible that what they're trying to do is stimulate the sales of those things by allowing people to ride more than once. So there's more to it than just Genie Plus, is what I'm saying. And I have to say, Disney really knows what they're doing when it comes to things like this. Walking in here today, getting ready to ride Web Slingers, talking about the web tech, seeing the queues and stuff like that, it has made me realize that I have not spent a lot of time here at Avengers Campus. You know, apart from when it first opened up, I've been spending most of my time at Disneyland. Now that's a product of the reservation system, and you know, me trying to set my priorities and not wanting to miss out and having a difficult time being able to park up, wait until 1 p.m. or something like that. A lot of folks don't want to start their day at DCA. That's a thing. Most people want to start their day at Disneyland. I want to spend more time at Avengers Campus, man. This makes me want to spend more time at Avengers. Opening this up makes it more visitable. The land in general, it makes the land more visitable. It makes me want to be here so I can maybe by chance, because that's how you do Disneyland. That's how you do these things a lot of times. You just kind of, you walk through and you experience, and you let things happen to you. Things happen as you go through the park. Web Slingers can't happen to you unless it's out of the virtual queue system. So very convincing factors, 3 important convincing factors for this. Increased Genie Plus sales, probably. Increased sales of the web tech, which you can get right here at Web Suppliers, right indoors. Maybe we'll go in there for a second to show you. And then the third is just the increased visitability of the land in general. These things right here, you put that on your wrist and you fire it. Just like, instead of doing the web sling, you just let the repulsor do all the work for you. They're $30. Today was the first day I got a score, and I have to say that I want to do better than I did. I don't know if I'm going to go all the way to getting a web tech, but I do want to ride again to see if I can do better. I do want to enjoy this ride. And there he is himself, Spidey, sharing some time with some fans. In the meantime, it looks like they're getting ready for Spider-Man to test his new suit, which we're going to catch here in just a little bit. And otherwise, we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Instagram at _FreshBake, on Twitter at FreshBakeDisney, that's fresh with no E, and on TikTok at FreshBakeDisney. If you like our show and want to show you support, please do consider joining our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/FreshBake. Otherwise, be safe out there, be kind to one another. Fresh Bake.
Spider-Man!
Hello, Spider-Man. Welcome to Avengers Campus.
Oh, hey, Sharon. Just swinging by.
Mr. Stark was alerted to your arrival and would like to speak with you.
No, that's okay. I can catch up with him later.
You're broadcasting on web communications, Mr. Stark.
Thanks, Sharon.
Oh, hey, Mrs. Stark.
Why do I hear wind? Are you in the lab?
I'm on the lab?
Oh, I forgot. It's recess. You're supposed to be testing upgrades to the suit. Strength, stabilizers, adhesion.
Well, I'm out here to test, those. All of those.
Huh. That's either very efficient of you, or you're about to do something I probably didn't want to know about.
It's more the second one.
All right, fine. But write everything down after, if you haven't broken both your hands. And be careful.
I will, Mr. Stark. Don't worry.
Worry? I know. Anyway, be careful.
Okay, field testing. Here I come. I need to get some good upside down jokes. Sharon, let's do an altitude test with the new improvements.
Great, Spider-Man.
Don't forget to tag me on your video. Hashtag Amazing Spider-Man.
Logging altitude test number 135.
I think you might be rounding up.
Based on previous tests, predicted rate of success, 14%.
Now you're rounding down, right? Okay, it's time to see what this suit can do. Hope we can do this. Okay, no pressure, but there are a lot of people watching. Clear the runway. Spider-Man is here. This might hurt. I'm okay. The roof broke my fall. Has some bones, baby. Okay, that stung a bit. Whew! Sharon, did you get that?
I got the data.
Kinda killed my vibe there.
Hey, Spidey. Good, good. I'm going to be doing your ride a little later today.
Okay, we need a lot of help in there. It's kind of an infestation, so thank you so much for volunteering.
All right. Sounds good.
Awesome, dude.
Thanks, Spidey. Postscript, I came back about half an hour later to check in to see how things are going. The queue's back down to 30 minutes. It says it's posted 60, but it's back down to 30 minutes at about 10 o'clock.